Nagaland is called the land of festivals. It is represented by over 16 major tribes. Festivals and celebrations earmark the state's calendar throughout the year. Accompanied in these festivals are melodious songs and simple musical instruments that depicts the lifestyle and culture of the Naga ancestors. The musical instruments used by the Nagas are few and simple. They include the log drum, the skin drum, the flutes, the trumpet, the various stringed instruments, the mouth organ, the gong, and the violin. The most versatile and largest of all the musical instruments is the Naga log drum. The few tribes who use the log drum are the Aus, the Sangtams, the Changs, the Kyamungans, the Kongyaks, and the Poms. The drum is divided into three portions, that is the head, the body, and the tail. Expert artisans were engaged in order to design the head portion. Only male members of the community were involved in the making and playing of the log drum. In the days of the ancestors, the log drum was worshipped with fresh human head. The log drum had many functions. It gave information for public meetings or give a clarion call. It gave message to the villagers by the beating of the drum when the village was on fire. During times of war or emergency, the drum was beaten. When the village braves returned home with their trophy or after a victorious campaign, the log drum was beaten. It was also beaten during hunting. During the lunar and solar eclipse, it was beaten. Every tribe has their own unique style and tempo of beating. A lone warrior or group can also beat the drum. Each act of beating the drum symbolizes a specific meaning. Over 6 different types of beats can be produced according to the occasion in which it is played. The drum is perhaps among one of the most popular and much loved instrument among the Nagas. Most of the tribes use the drum as accompaniment for songs and dances. Skilled artisans only are able to make the drum. The drum is made out of hollowed out wood, cowhide and cane fiber. The Aus use the skin drum during festivals. 3 different types of beats can be made according to the songs and occasions in which it is used. Here again, the drum is used to maintain the tempo and the rhythm of the dancers. It also brings life to the songs and merrymaking. According to tradition, the drum is made by the concerned Khel people only. It is made in the premises of the Morungs only and may also be kept in the house of a responsible citizen of the village. Among the Ziliang Nagas, the drum is a much loved instrument. Called Te Msembong, the drum is made out of hollowed out light wood, cowhide and cane fiber. It requires special skill in order to make the drum. Only the male members of the community can play the drum. Here again, the drum is used as accompaniment to maintain the rhythm and timing of singers and dancers. It is used especially during special festive occasions.
From thinking all
Comparatively, in all the instances, the same materials are used for making the drum, and its functions are also almost similar. The sound of the drum controls the uniform movement of the dancers, hence, the drum is regarded as the dancer's guide. When an important person in the village dies, the drum is beaten to show respect and honor to the departed soul. And the beating of the drum is also associated with the appearances of the lunar and solar eclipse. The Kuki Nagas also use the skin drum almost on all occasions, called the Kong. The drum is here again played only by the male members of the tribe. It is among one of their favorite musical instruments. Materials such as lightwood, which is hollowed out, deer hide, and cane or bamboo fiber is used in order to make the instrument. The drum is known as the Kong in the local dialect.
Drum to ami khan la kotha pra khum koi khum etu tu hoile horin laga chamara pra banai ase etu dance kura time te cholai ase.
The Kacharis, who inhabit the Naga areas, also use the skin drum. Although the shape and size of the drum may vary, materials such as goat skin, deer hide, wood, cane, or bamboo are generally used. Generally, in almost all the cultures, winter season is best to make the instruments, especially where the usage of animal hide is concerned, in order to preserve them. A special feature of the Kachari drum is that it is played together only with the flute and vice versa. The drum is known as the karam in the local dialect. Its beat also varies according to the song in which it is accompanied. Stringed instruments are also used by the Nagas famously. The Angamis, the Chakesangs, the Aus, the Maus, to name a few, lovingly use these stringed instruments as accompaniment with their songs. Normally, these instruments are generally not used for dances. The Angamis called their string instrument as tati. The tati produces high to low pitch sounds and is made by a number of materials. The body of the sound box is made of bottle gourd or mitten horn, which is then covered by the skin of the gallbladder of pig or a thin bamboo. A matured bamboo is used for the pole. A bamboo pin is used to hold the string, and a bamboo blade is used to adjust the keys or tune. Here, it can definitely be observed that whatever raw materials could be found in and around the homes have been utilized, which was very practical and innovative. Both men and women play the tati as accompaniment with songs, especially during festivals. The tempo or the pace of the tati is played according to the songs, which may either be slow or a fast one. The tati is basically used to keep the timing of the singers or the singer in uniformity. The Chakisangs, similar to that of the Angamis, also use the tati as accompaniment with songs. The same materials are used again to make the tati, such as the bottle gourd, bamboo, mithun horn. The shape and size of the instrument may vary to the preference of the player. Though played by both genders, the tati is basically a lady's instrument. It is used either by solo or group artists. The tati is used for performers to maintain a specific rhythm and timing, and at the same time it lends a more lively sound to otherwise what may sound monotonous and dull. The Ao Nagas also use the stringed instrument, which is similar to that of the Western violin. Only the sound box is in the shape of a cup, hence it can be called the cup violin. The main body is made of bamboo or bottle gourd, the strings made of fine human hair, and bamboo is used as the main component of the instrument. It is known as kiki or konki. The sound produced by the kiki is a haunting sound, leaving a lasting impression on the mind of the listeners. In the olden days, it was a favorite among young men and women. The player would normally dampen or wet the strings before it is played, otherwise no tune will be produced. A very unique feature of this instrument is, though there is only one string made of fine human hair, it can follow and produce exactly the tune of the song performed or sung by the artist. The bigger the main body of the instrument, the louder the sound is produced. These instruments are extremely innovative and unique. The trumpet is also a musical instrument used by many Naga tribes, among which the Puchuri Nagas use it famously. Normally made out of bamboo of various sizes fitted into one another, the length and size of the bamboo determines the pitch of the sound produced. The sound produced is similar to that of the Western bugle. However, it is more refined. The whole strength of the player is applied to blow the trumpet, and therefore, normally young men play this instrument. It is played only by the menfolk of the community. Locally called the atata in Pachuri dialect, it can be played singly or in a group. The trumpet is played to herald the opening of festive season, to ward off wild animals from the village premises during times of war, or in rare cases among some tribes, namely the Aos, it is said to have been used as accompaniment with other instruments when the young men wooed their lovers in the morungs. The flute is also another musical instrument used among the various Naga tribes. Made of bamboo, it produces lovely sounds and can be played only by a well-versed player as it requires great skill. Among the Nagas, the Rengmas use the flute, which signifies their social and cultural past. To be able to play this instrument is a matter of great honor. Only a selective thin bamboo is used to make this instrument, which has to be 5 to 7 years old. In the ancient days, the person who was able to bring this bamboo from the forest was greatly honored, as it was believed that the sound produced by the flute held magical powers, and so the legend remains. Even here, the length of the bamboo determines the note that can be played, the last one being the 13th note. Today, only a handful such skilled players remain. The flute was mainly played during festivals or during sundown when villagers returned home. However, it is a taboo to play the flute at night, as it is believed that its sounds attract dark spirits. The cookies also use the flute. The goshen, which looks more like the bagpiper, is put in the category of the flute. Made of gourd, bamboo, cane and held together by wax, it produces a very beautiful sound. It can be played only by the male gender. It produces over 18 different tunes and is generally played at festivals as accompaniment with songs and dances. In a similar fashion, the cookies use another bamboo flute more like a whistle called pei-pit. The tunes or sounds produced varies according to the size of the bamboo. The smaller the bamboo, the higher the pitch. The bigger, the lower the pitch. Both the male and female gender can play this instrument again during festivals. The Dimasas or Kacharis who inhabit the Naga hills also use a flute which is similar in nature to that of the sound of trumpet. Called the muri, it is made of different parts fitted together, which is 3 in all. There are 6 different holes through which the various sounds are produced. It is played during festivals as accompaniment with songs and dances. The bamboo mouth organ is normally played by the women folk. The Chang women use the bamboo mouth organ in a most impressive manner. It produces a very unique sound. Over 8 different tunes can be produced by this simple instrument. All the Naga tribes use this musical instrument. Known as the Konkin in Chang dialect, this is a lady's instrument played both by the young and the old alike. Though it may seem like a simple instrument, it takes sincere practice before the actual sounds are perfectly played. The gong is also used by some handful tribes. Made of metal, it was gifted as dowry to the bride by the groom in the ancient days. The center tip of the gong is made of gold. The more the component of gold, the more resounding the sound. It is used to maintain timing among dancers. The musical instruments of the Nagas may be few and numbered, but it highlights the cultural richness of the ancestors and their ingenuity in using materials found in the environment to add more color and life to their culture. The cultural potpourri of the people of Nagaland is perhaps one of the most treasured legacies, especially in modern times. They tell the unique story of the genesis of the Nagas, their lifestyles and beliefs, and it is the reason why it is not loved only by the Nagas themselves, but by people from around the world.